Welcome to Math Pro. Today's lesson is subtraction of fractions with regrouping. And for more videos, do not forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell. Let's get started. Regrouping is done when subtracting a fraction from a whole number. If you want to subtract 2/5 from 4, first you need to regroup 4 into 3 plus 1. Then, we will write 1 as a fraction with the same numerator and denominator. We can actually choose any number to do that. But since the denominator of 2/5 is 5, we will use the fraction 5/5 for easier computations. Then, we combine 3 plus 5/5, then we'll get a mixed number, 3 and 5/5. As you see in the illustrations, we can now subtract 2/5 from its result. So we have now 3 and 3/5, following the rules in subtraction of similar fractions. And how are we going to do this without choosing illustration? First, subtract 1 from the whole number. You'll get a 3. Then, we copy the denominator of the fraction. And the last step would be subtract the numerator from the denominator. So when we do that, we will get the numerator 3. As you see, same answer will be obtained using this method. Let's have another example. If you want to get the difference between 12 and 5/9, again, subtract 1 from the whole number. That would give you 11. Copy the denominator. This time it's 9. And the last step is subtracting the numerator from the denominator. So we have 9 minus 5. The answer is 11 and 4/9. When the fraction that you will subtract from a whole number is a mixed number, there is an extra step. Take a look at this. First, we subtract the whole numbers. So we have 6 minus 2, we will get 4. And after that, we will follow the same procedures that we observed in the previous examples. Subtract 1 from the result, then you'll get 3. Copy the denominator, then finally subtract the numerator from the denominator. So the answer here is 3 and 2/3. Regrouping is also done when the numerator of the subtrahend is greater than the numerator of the minuend. For example, we know that 3 and 3/4 can be subtracted from 8 and 1/4. However, the numerator of the fractions cannot be subtracted right away. It's because 1 is less than 3. Let's have an illustration to get the answer to this question. We represent 8 and 1/4 with this. Then we represent 3 and 3/4 with this. Subtracting them, first, let's remove the whole numbers. Then, we remove the fraction. But notice that we still have 2/4 to subtract from the remaining. So to do that, we regroup this one, make it into fractions, then we now subtract. So the answer would be 4 and 2/4, or when simplified, 4 and 1/2. Without using illustration, this is the regrouping process that we will be doing. First, we regroup the whole number 8. Again, we express 1 as a fraction with the same numerator and denominator. This time, we will use 4/4 because the denominator of the fractions are 4. Then, we combine 4/4 and 1/4. So, we will now get 7 plus 5/4 minus 3 and 3/4. Finally, we can have new set of fractions, 7 and 5/4 minus 3 and 3/4. Since they are similar fractions, we can now observe the rules in subtracting similar fractions. So the difference would be 4 and 2 fourths. And in simplest form, we will get 4 and 1 half. Same answer that we obtained using the illustration. And this is my math pro tips to you. We regroup by borrowing. To do that, let us follow the following steps. First, borrow 1 from the whole number. We are talking here of the whole numbers of our minuend. So borrow 1 from 8, it will become 7. But remember that 8 and 1/4 is equal to 33 over 4 in improper fractions. And these improper fractions is changed into mixed number by dividing them. When you divide 33 by 4, the quotient will be 8 and the remainder will be 1. So 8 is the whole number. And 8 means 8 groups of 4. Thus, borrowing 1 from 8 means borrowing 1 group of 4. So what we will add from the numerator 1 is 4. So we have now our new fraction, 7 and 5 over 4. Then we can now subtract 3 and 3/4. So the answer will be 4 and 2/4, or in simplest form, 4 and 1 half. Let's have another example. Again, we borrow 1 from the whole number. 9 will become 8. But remember, as explained in the previous slide, borrowing 1 from the whole number means borrowing a set of the denominator. So that means when you borrow 1 from 9, you are borrowing one set of 7 because the denominator of the fraction is 7. So we'll have now 8 and 9 over 7 minus 2 and 5 over 7. Subtracting them, the answer will be 6 and 4 over 7. Let's have another example. Borrow 1 from the whole number 18. 18 will become 17. Then, what we will add to the numerator is 11 because the denominator of the fraction is 11. So we have now 17 and 14 over 11 minus 7 and 4 over 11. Subtracting them, the answer will be 10 and 10 over 11. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to click subscribe and share the video so that more students would benefit from it.